Golgotha, thank you so much for joining Lawrence and myself once more here on Sports Scene. I'm sure for those of you sports followers, spectators especially, who had access to the sporting venues, Lawrence, it must have been a relief finally to watch your favorite sport or favorite competition.
Yeah.
How about you?
I got to say, you know, we're starting to adapt to the new normal. Spectators coming in for soccer and also for the rugby league. And just get that atmosphere, you know, that, and I'm sure those results from both the rugby league and the soccer definitely were a difference to the crowd that was there.
Absolutely. All right. So on the show tonight, we have the highlights of the NSL Round 18 from last weekend. That was actually the knockouts round. And we have pre-semis catch up with all the coaches and team coaches and captains. And we have guests that are coming on the show as well from PNGFA. So that's it for tonight. But before we carry on, Lawrence, before I let you carry on with the scoreline, you may have suspected already, I have a gift for you.
You know, is that my new contract, or am I getting a pay rise?
It's just this. Wooden spoon for 2020 goes to Broncos team and fans, supporters, including Lawrence.
Wow.
I took the time to actually put the logo on that spoon as well.
You know, my heart's sinking here.
Yeah, but on the bright side, it's first time.
Look,
wooden spoon.
Yeah, there's a first for everything. Yeah. It wasn't the best of seasons for us.
Yeah.
But as they say, we're at the bottom now, and the only way is up. Then it's up. Okay, so
all the best to fans and the team for next year.
All right.
So moving right along, while you're holding your spoon, let's get on with the scoreline.
Okay. All right. Well, the reason why the Broncos are last and the wooden spoon is for 2020 is because the Cowboys beat the Broncos on Thursday night, 32-16 last week. And then the Gold Coast Titans, man, they were too good against Newcastle Knights, 36-6. The Knights, however, still in the top 8. And who would have guessed this, huh? South Sydney 60 defeated the Roosters 8. 60 points to 8. And Penrith Panthers cemented their minor premiership with a 42-0 victory over the Canterbury Bulldogs. The Raiders 38, Sharks 28, Parramatta 28, defeated the West Tigers 24. Benji Marshall got injured there and played his last game for the West Tigers. New Zealand Warriors 40, defeated the Sea Eagles 28. Adam Blair played his last game. And the Dragons 30, defeated the Melbourne Storms on 22. All those results there, the top 8 was already done as we go through to the Digicel Cup. Only the two games, Wigman, a close one over the Meoks, they won 14-12, and the Vipers 12 defeated the Morooks on 10. To the Kumul Petroleum National Soccer League Round 18 scores. Okay, the Final Four was not set until these results came in. FC Bougainville 4 defeated Morabel Wauens 1, and Hekari 3 defeated Tusbab 0, and Gulf Komara, massive game there. It was not until the last 20 minutes when they scored the last 4 goals there, 5-0 against Star Mountains. The other games played, Vitius drew with Toti Lay City. It was enough for them to stay in the top 4, and Morabel United also defeated Kutubu FC 3-2. All right, well, there you go, Denny. That's, the results from last week. I got to say, though, today, Los Angeles Lakers defeated Miami Heat in Game 1 of the NBA Finals.
All right, so that's something else to look up as well. All right, we'll head out for a break now, and we'll check out NSL Round 18 from over the weekend up next.
Hi, I'm Michael Foster, captain of the Hekari Football Club, and you're watching Sports Scene.
Welcome back, you're watching Sports Scene. We take a look now at the highlights of NSL Round 18 from over the weekend. That's the knockouts.
all I can say for round 18 of the Comp Petroleum National Soccer League, it is going to be a cracker. It's halftime here in this round 18 fixture between FC Bougainville and FC Marbe Wowens. It's 2-0 in favor of FC Bougainville. Taking a look at the first half. What a cracker the first 45 was, especially the opening 20. For FC Bougainville, they need a victory today. And by a big scoreline, I've been saying it from the get-go. Italy with the first attacking opportunity before Purari. His intention known. That was just the second of a number of shots that he's been making. In fact, taking a look at the second half highlights. For the first half, 2-0. They'd been smiling when they walked in, although they were placed under heaps amounts of pressure. And this was the handball that led to this goal. Okay. First shot didn't go through, the follow-up did. Russian to restart play. Bougainville had been placed under a lot of pressure. Vitali with this opportunity. But they'd had far fewer in the second half than they did in the first. And this one here was, this yellow card, the only one of the match given for a challenge on Clement Willis. FC Marbe Wowens, for themselves, they had tried multiple times. In fact, in the second half, they had really fought hard to gain some semblance of control. That was the hit there on Bernard Purari, which resulted in Denny Vitali putting his name on the score sheet to make it 3-1. And that, to an extent, eased the pressure off of FC Bougainville before the final goal from a pass from Basil Jofari had seen Eaka Philemon make it 4-1 right at the end. Gulf Comara, they need to win this game. It's an all-important match for them, for Star Mountains at the moment. And they started off really, really quickly. This was in the first minute or so of the match. Rupa Emils driving forward before this play by Jordan Kaveng. That shot beautifully taken, good goalkeeping. And only moments later, this one here by Tao Winnie. It would hit the bar. Ilarova had timed it, but Kenneth Ara had his own opportunities. The switch play that they've had, they've been targeting the head of Napoleon Jack before this one that opened it up. Pala Paul, good strike, and it bounced awkwardly. It was a good goal. His celebration showed just how much it meant to his side. Pala Paul, he's been an outstanding player for Gulf Comara. There's another shot that he'd taken. It was a bit more ambitious than the previous ones. It was actually a wonderful fixture we saw just now between Star Mountains and Gulf Comara. Taking a look at the highlights, which really rounded off the game. They'd been leading by 2-0 into the break. Gageno had provided a handful of attacking threats from the right side of the pitch. In fact, it caused a lot of problems for them. Star Mountains were really exposed from that side. There had, of course, been multiple shots and opportunities taken. One of them was this one by this guy, Jordan Kaveng. He had been frustrated earlier on. He wasn't getting the deliveries that he had enjoyed in previous matches. Winnie, the experienced midfielder, had continued to prove strong for his side, but it was a losing battle in some cases. You feel that after that injury, but he's the first of the goals in the second half that was scored from a header, and that made it 3-0. Jordan Carving definitely smiled after that one. Reaction by the Gulf Kumar supporters here. Today's final fixture, and that's featuring what I have to say has been some beautiful football to watch. It hasn't been absolutely exciting like other matches, but this one here is just purely tactical. The passing style that I've seen from A City, and looking at the defensive structure, especially in the midfield by this team here, VTS United, really forcing players to think outside of the box, so to speak. Now, taking a look at the first half highlights. Both teams arrived, like I said at the beginning, lots of mutual respect between both players. This perhaps was the first real attacking threat that they had. Still, Gubag had taken a shot, but that one was a little off target. He went for the near post instead of the far one. For themselves, let's just take a look at the second half highlights of this largely entertaining match between Ley City and VTS United. Both teams had come into the second half, well, they would have been disappointed by the lack of goal scoring opportunities. Komolong tried to instigate on more than one occasion this direct attack. They had very few opportunities, Ley City. Defensively, VTS United were strong. David Yaraboinen calling for a halt to proceedings. And of course, this result sees Ley City officially crowned as minor premiers of the Commonwealth Petroleum National Soccer League 2020.
All right, good night, Papua New Guinea, and welcome back. You're watching Sports Scene. This weekend, we have the KPHL NSL Finals, well, the semi-finals, and nearing its season. And I've got here in the studio the chairman of the NSL 2020, Mr. Ben Popoitai, and also the acting NSL manager, Mr. Dimirit Milan, who was good enough to join us this evening. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us.
Thank you, Lawrence. We are happy to be here, and good evening, Papua New Guinea, and soccer fans throughout Papua New Guinea. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Chairman. Now, look, we'll go straight into the questions, and and you know, Dimirit, if you want to just pop in when you can, and be able to see where you can have your thoughts. Thoughts on the NSL? The season amidst the pandemic, it has been a really challenging season. Chairman?
Thank you. It's been a wonderful season. First of all, it's been challenging because of the pandemic, but we had good cooperation from all the stakeholders, the franchise, the management, and their sponsors. They've come out very supportive.
Yeah.
We had a 2 months break in between because the instruction from the Sports Federation and the controller was that we cannot continue.
Yeah.
And so we had 2 months, just over 2 months break. We restarted, and for the first time we were not able to, we didn't force anyone to pay. Everybody paid up their registration fees, and we started on time. Pandemic came, of course, it entailed a little bit of reorganization, and all the franchise teams, plus the sponsors, plus Kumul Petroleum Holdings, were very patient with us, and especially support from the Sports Federation. It was good, and we are happy that we've come this far and ending the season very soon.
Yeah, just in the back office there, Dimmerit, I'm sure a lot of paperwork, procedures, the new normal, that must have been a challenge for you there.
Yes, you normally don't, you're not asked. Sorry, you're not asked to, come up with all the measurements that you need to take in order to try and go along with the government's view on how we should control and minimize the spread of the disease. And it was quite challenging, but I should also thank the staff in the office. The whole staff in the office had helped and put all the measures together to assist with the resumption of the competition.
Well, look, I think the new normal, and it's a new habit now. We're all just really cautious about washing our hands and, the whole social distancing and that sort of thing. So, I think it's, whilst it's a pandemic, we've learned a lot from that. Now, speaking of the pandemic, and, the matches are now telecasted live on TV. Massive changes for the competition?
Absolutely, Lawrence. It's from a management point of view, it's a blessing in disguise. It enables the whole arrangements to be more conscious about our health and hygiene conditions, not only in the stadiums but the conduct of the crowd and managing the crowd. The new normal, I think it's here to stay, and we are ready to live with it.
Yeah, I think so. The acceptance of it, is that now this weekend we've got 2 games at 1 p.m. Ley City versus Komara, and then at 4 p.m. Hekari versus Vitiaz. The winners of those 2 go straight into the grand final. The losers play 3rd and 4th place. Post-season and up and coming. What's there in store for the NSL?
We will continue with what we have. We are hoping for the 10 teams to register again. So the new normal will remain. The competition has been excellent. As you can see that now we have a new team has now reached the finals. Just popped last minute, last weekend, it made its way in the final. So it shows that the competition is healthy. We have the pace setters in Hekari and Ley City FC. But it doesn't mean that they will go straight in. It's a real grand final atmosphere now at the NSL.
Are there any plans on when NSL will start again next season?
Yes, absolutely. We will have 2-3 months break, and then work on we will be sending out the expression of interest rate after the grand final, and then we'll see who's interested. Of course, the women's league starts after the end of this season. So,
and you guys had some work to do with that as well, the women's league.
The PNG Football Federation, PNGFA, is responsible for that. We will be asked to run with the competition. So there's a committee already in place working on it.
There's actually a separate committee responsible for women's NSL. The date to kick off currently tentatively is 14th of November. So,
okay, nice.
So we have interest. It's already been expressed. So we're looking forward to that competition as well.
All right, we're going to have to wrap things up here on Sports Scene, but my last question to you both, I know you're very diplomatic and you want to stay neutral, but who are you going for this weekend?
We're not supposed to say that. I hope that best team wins.
Come on, Chairman. Just a hint. No, not going to get that from you. Huh?
No, you're not going.
Well, the two teams that have been consistent throughout the season. I think they have the upper hand. But the underdogs, because the ball is round, they could bring us a surprise.
Nice. Last thing, Chairman, from you. Anything you want to sort of say? Thank you to the sponsors and just the crowd.
Absolutely. We are so grateful to the sponsors, the main sponsors, Comol Petroleum Holdings and Telecom, for enabling us to have the finals televised. It's the first time that we have had this for the history of soccer in these countries. So it's new normal, I hope. We're happy to work with Telecom and EMTV on this, and we have adjusted, as you realize, finals to be played, the grand final at 7 p.m. So there is also live streaming of some of the games already.
So right around the world.
Right around the world, so it's a new normal, and we're happy to be involved in this new normal.
No worries.
Taking it to the next level. Sir.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Chairman, and also to the acting NSL manager, Dimmerit. We're going to take a short time out now, and we'll come back and wrap things up right here on Sports Scene.
Welcome back. Let's take a look now at what the teams that will be taking on the semis of KPHL NSL this weekend have to say.
Boys, we play ready to play. We play no BCU. One team come we play location solos. So we play ready to location we carry. Me and all boys play ready to training location we carry.
It's been a tough season, like you said. People expect Ekari with the big names, David Mutai, Raymond, Nigel joining us. Plus, we've struggled through the season, but we managed to get to the final. This finals, it's going to be a big game. Like BTS, they're a good team, very young side, very fast. Semi-final is a different ball game, so they want to win the game. We want to win the game. It's going to be a tough one, but I think the boys are looking forward to it. I mean, after the 3-0 victory in Lay over Stallions, the boys are looking good. Training has been good. Team spirit has been same like all year round.
Well, I started the second round positively. I think we won about 5-6 games and 2 draw going into the finals. So with the finals, we respected Komora. Komora is a team that we played in the first round. Actually, not my time, but the former. We beat them. They beat them, but I think it was 2-1. We beat them in the second round, 5. But today is a different ball game. The finals, it's a different game altogether. So we respect them. We have been training hard for this game. Regardless of we got minor premiership, but we are mindful that the finals is a different ball game. The boys in camp, they are very much focused. Our training's been hard.
Yeah, congratulations to Lay City getting the minor premierships for the KPHL NSL. Now, we got to preview the games that will happen this weekend. All right, and first up, we've got the NRL Week 1 of the finals. Penrith Panthers taking on Sydney Roosters, 1v4. Massive game. That's on Friday night. Anyone could win that game. Canberra Raiders and the Sharks on Saturday. And Melbourne Storms take on Parramatta Eels. Okay, and on Sunday, South Sydney Rabbitohs take on the Knights. Well, after the Rabbitohs form last week, they're going to be very hard to stop against the Newcastle Knights. All right, so those are the games of Week 1 finals of the NRL. Now, the Gurias and Tigers rested last week. They play. The winner of that will go into the grand final. And Hella Wigman won, and also the Vipers won last week, which means they play off against each other. Now, the results of that, and this is how it looks like in the road to the finals. Now, the Gurias and Tigers, one of them wins, they go straight to the grand final. The loser plays the winner of semi-final 2, which is against the Hella Wigman and the Vipers. All right, so that's how it pans out. All right, for the Tigers and also the Gurias, if they win, well, they go straight into the grand final. For the Kumu Petroleum National Soccer League finals, Lay City versus Gulf Komara, winner straight through to the grand final. Hekari versus Vitiers, winner straight through to the grand final. The two losers play in the 3rd and 4th placing, and that'll be next week. So a massive weekend of finals football, soccer, and also rugby league. And this is how it lines up on Saturday, live and exclusive here on MTV. Lay City, 1 p.m. kickoff against Gulf Komara FC. And following that, at 4 p.m., Hekari United FC will take on Vitiers United FC. All right, so yep, definitely down to the business end of things, and I'm sure there's going to be some, well, lucky and unlucky people.
Yeah.
I'm still holding this up, but yeah. Anyway.
All right, so this is where we leave you. Please do get in touch with us if you have a story tip. Call us on 312-9200, or you can email us at sports@emtv.com.pg, or you can message us on our Sports Scene Facebook page and leave your contact details with your full name, and we will get in touch with you. I think that's about it. Lawrence, anything else you would like to add?
Thank you very much for this.
Yeah.
Kenny, thank you very much. And yeah, look, may the best teams win in the Digital Cup and KPHL, NSL, and of course in the NRL as well.
All right, that's it for tonight. This has been another episode of Sports Scene. Do tune in same time, same place next week. Bye for now.
Coming up next week.